Hi, today we're going to talk about some violin practice guidelines. The first thing you want to do is find a quiet spot to practice. Here's a good spot. It's away from the TV, away from a computer, and there's good lighting. You can either sit or stand when you practice. Here's a great chair to practice in. Notice that it's pretty sturdy and it gives you support. There's no arms on the chair. You could see couches in the back and to the side of it. Couches are terrible to practice with. Do not use a couch do not sit in a couch and practice on the couch. This piano bench is a great seat for you to sit while you practice because it's sturdy, and again, there's no arms to restrict your bowing. This is just not allowed, okay? You can't look at how I'm hunching over. My arm position's in the wrong spot, okay? At my right hand, you can't get good bow strokes, okay? And then I'm hunching over and I'm looking down. We don't practice on the floor. Next, you'll need a music stand. Stand should be at your eye level, okay? And then when you're sitting down, make sure you have your left foot a little bit forward and you're just at the edge of the seat, okay? You don't want to be hanging out in the back. Practicing like this, okay, because then you got really bad bow position. You just can't get long bows. Of course, you can stand. This is my preference. I like to stand. So make sure you adjust your stand to be, again, at eye level. See how my music is, I can see right here. When you take a break, I'll show you where to put your violin. The safest place for your violin is in its case. So if I take a break, I just place my violin in the spot in the case, and then I hook my bow into the hook. And the case can either be on the floor or on a couch. You can also stand the violin up on the couch, facing up, like as if it was sitting on the couch. Do not put the violin on the floor. Someone could easily come over and step on your violin and the bow, including you. Also, don't lie it on the couch because someone could easily just sit on the strings and on the bridge. Okay, the next two is make sure you have short nails and pull your hair back. Look how short my nails are. There's not that much white. And then when you turn your hand around, looking at your pads, you should not see any nail over those pads. Because that's how you're going to push down these strings, is with these pads on your fingers. And then on your right hand is the bow hand. You also, same thing, only pads, okay? You do not see nails. This is important because when you grab your bow, you want to use your pads to hold it. Okay, this allows you to have lots of control. If you're just using, and then if you have long hair, make sure you tie it back because it's harder if you're playing on top of your hair. Like this doesn't feel good and it's kind of slips, okay? So you want to tie your hair back, okay? And then you just have this, your shoulder rest can grip well on your skin, okay, and your clothes. So make sure you tie your hair back. And then finally, you want to practice every day, 30 minutes a day. You can break up your practices into smaller amounts, like maybe 15 minutes 2 times a day. That's totally fine. And if you skip a couple days, like 2 at the max, that's okay too. So those are their violin practice guidelines. Again, it's find a quiet spot. Make sure you are either sitting or standing, and have a music stand. Make sure you have it at eye level. And don't forget the violin locations for breaks. Your case is the best spot for your violin and the safest spot. Make sure you cut your nails very short, and make sure if you have long hair to pull it back. And finally, practice every day and enjoy playing violin, and you'll see that you'll improve a lot with these practice guidelines.